Dave Portnoy, Barstool Sports Guy. Dave, you said you want Robinhood CEO Vlad Tenev to go to jail. Do you still think that? You still believe that?
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing changed in my mind. I mean, I've heard a lot of what he said and other people have said, but there's, you got to say something, but nothing has changed my mind.
But have you got to get to the bottom of what the funds were doing in telling him, hey, stop the trading? You've got to get to the bottom of what they were doing that made him stop the trading in those stocks, right?
100%. I mean, he may just be a patsy. He probably is just a patsy, but he's still involved. But there's no doubt he was basically being used as a puppet. I think that's what happened with, Melvin and Citadel and all that. So, yes, but he's still complicit in it, in my mind.
Is Robinhood finished?
I've heard a lot of different things. I think it is finished. I think somebody's got to come along who's going to offer an alternative, but I don't understand how any of their clients can have any trust. Nobody that I talked to, nobody who was their typical, bro trader, anybody like that, the retail bros. How could you ever trust this guy again? You can't.
I don't know whether it's the market frenzy is over or not, but coming out of it, you have to say that the little guy, the Reddit crowd, a lot of people in that crowd, they got left holding the bag. They are out. How about you?
100%.
The little guy got trashed here. How about you?
Yeah, well, I got trashed too in this particular trade. I lost about $700,000 and got out. And yeah, all the little guys. And this is one of those things. I'm glad they're having the hearings because with anything like this, as time moves along, the anger subsides a little bit, but people got absolutely murdered and lost money that I feel like they unfairly lost. I said it last time. It's not so much that people invest in the stock market thinking it's automatic, but they didn't know the rules could change. That's the big thing that's different with this one. They lost money because Robinhood changed the rules on them mid-game.
It's moved on, though. It's not just GameStop, AMC. Those are the heavy action stocks of a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Now it's moved on to the pot stocks. I mean, is it just going to rotate from one group to another?
Yeah, I mean, it has moved the pot stocks a little bit, but it hasn't to the same degree as the early ones. But yeah, I think there's an element of, if you can game the system and get all the momentum behind it, but it's still, in my mind, is not where what happened with those early stocks is people who weren't even involved in the stock market were getting involved in it. I don't think that's the case right now with the pot stocks. Like Tom, Dick, and Harry walking down the street, we're talking about GameStop and AMC. That's not really happening right now.
Okay. You say you'll never, ever buy Bitcoin?
Well, I had Bitcoin. Bitcoin stomped on my face, and I have it back and forth. And listen, I had Bitcoin at 11,500. I bought it. I had about $1 million of it. I got out because I didn't understand it. The second I got out, the thing went to the moon. So I just sit and watch all the Bitcoin guys do the lambada on my face as this thing goes up a billion points a second.
You sound like you've been burned, and you don't like it.
By Bitcoin?
No, but by all of this frenzy, whether it's GameStop, AMC, whether it's pot stocks, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Dogecoin, I don't care. You sound like you got bit.
Well, I got bit by AMC. I didn't get bit by Bitcoin. I just missed the rush. Who wants to watch all these people having fun? It's like going to a casino and you see the craps table celebrating and they're all slapping five and having the time of their life, and you're just sitting watching it. That's what I'm doing with Bitcoin.
Okay. Let me update where you stand on the Barstool Fund. How much money have you raised?
Over 35 million now. I think 35,500,000, somewhere around there.
Well, we just got a report that 92% of the restaurants in New York City can't meet their rent for February or January. I guess there's an open field for you to get out there and help them, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's not surprising. If you haven't been allowed to have customers for, a year and you can only have outdoor dining in sub-Arctic temperatures, it's pretty hard to make rent.
Look, real fast, Dev, I've got 30 seconds to spare here. We just did an interview on private space business, Axiom Space, and there's other companies getting into the private space business. It seems very futuristic to me. I like the look of it. How about you?
You're talking like outer space?
Yeah, well, sending passengers into orbit, building private space stations, launching satellites commercially, making money out of it. You're not happy? You're not interested?
No, I'm fine with it. Listen, I can barely see what's happening in the afternoon. We're talking about sending people into outer space. I don't know, maybe. I can't wrap my brain around it. Sounds great. Flying cars and the Jetsons, what a world.
Finally, Portnoy lost for words. That's just terrific. Portnoy, come back soon, please. Love to have you on the show.
I will.
You got it.
Thanks.
Thanks very much.